it's Delilah, and I am an ENFP, and I'm here to ask my fellow ENFPs, Keyasha and Mella, yeah, woo! Questions because they also happen to be ENFPs.
Something like across the screen.
There probably will be. I'm going to ask questions to my fellow ENFPs, but we're going to just have a discussion and just talk to each other and share from our personal life experience of ENFP nature and also just life and personal opinions and such. So without further ado, let's get into it. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to ask that question.
Oh, yeah. What is your Myers-Briggs personality type?
As you said it 10 times before, is any.
You didn't even say it right.
ENFP.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Okay. Tell us. Do actually you guys know what the E would stand for?
Extrovert.
Okay. Do you feel like you are confident?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. What does the N stand for?
Intuition.
And F?
Feeling.
Fraud.
Fraudulent feelings, really. And the P? Perceiving. So ENFP. Yay. And what is your Enneagram? Do you guys know your Enneagram?
I think it's a 3.
So it's like a maybe 3?
Maybe 3.
7?
Whatever yours was is what I got.
So I think both Key and I are 7 Myers-Briggs. I think I'm the sexual instinct or the one-to-one instinct. Don't be laughing at my instincts. I'm the one-to-one instinct.
We're all sinners. It's okay. There.
I'm the one-to-one
There,
instinct, and also a 6 wing. And so I think Keyasha is also a 7, 6 wing. I have a personal opinion that I think she's more of a social instinct, but you know, she says that she's also the sexual one. Mella, do you know your wing and your instinct?
Nope, I have no.
Oh, I don't think I was a sexual one.
Which one were you, social or self-preservation? You gotta speak loudly.
Who's she talking to?
You!
Oh, me?
Yes!
You have to speak louder.
Oh, what do you want me to say?
You said I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
I think I'm a 3 because I actually took the test when I was listening to this Heart of Dating podcast, and she's very much so in the Enneagrams as well. So I was like, oh, I think it would be interesting to find out what it is. And I think when I took the test, it was a 3, but I don't remember the description or anything. And then you took that book out.
What book?
I don't know, whatever book.
Why you say it that way?
Because I just like you got like so excited. And
It's a big
about to cast a
Enneagram.
spell on me, or...
It's a big book.
Did you get the same thing when you took it with the lady in the podcast?
I think I got a 3, but I don't know what you told me I was by reading the book.
Oh, I don't know what you were versus the
I think it was a
Enneagram.
3.
Or
Okay.
2?
Okay.
Yeah, 3 or 2.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. So, how did you guys first come across Myers-Briggs? Where did you first discover Myers-Briggs, or how did you first encounter it?
I feel like I didn't even know about it until I became a disciple.
Yeah,
That's not something I really like.
What's a
sought
disciple,
after.
Mal?
Someone who follows after Christ,
Oh.
denies themselves of their fleshly desires,
Oh.
and pick up their cross and be intentional about pursuing their spiritual desires.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Why are you looking at her like that?
I feel like my soul is being questioned out here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And same. Got baptized, started going to church, and someone was like, hey, have you taken this test? I was like, sure. I've never heard of it.
I think I first discovered it in school. I took when I was my first year at Emory, which was around the time I became a disciple too. I was working at a career center, and they gave me the personality test early on in school, so it was before. And from then, I kind of got really into it. The people who study the Bible actually with me were all geeks there, and so we all kind of geeked out about Myers-Briggs, and I think it blossomed from there. I fell in love, and you know, from there it's been like, yeah.
Wow, that's a lot of words.
Yeah,
Words.
I prayed for this relationship.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, and me and Myers, we've just been connecting since.
Is Jesus Lord?
Yeah, you know. Yeah. What's one stereotype that you guys feel that people might have about you that you feel like it's not true?
In relating to our
Personality?
Yeah, so in your personality or about yourself, usually anything about yourself tends to tie in with your personality. But what's something that people might stereotype or believe about you that you do not think is true?
I haven't heard this recently, but I know like a few years ago, I feel like people would think that I was like ditzy.
Yeah, that's my biggest thing too.
Yeah, like if I am excited or just being playful, like people think I'm ditzy, and I'm like, no, I'm not dumb.
I'm dumb.
I got a degree.
I got a whole degree.
Yeah, like you know, once you sit down and get to know me, like no, I'm actually like I think deeply about things. I feel things deeply, and like you know, and I am in like I don't want to be like I'm an intellectual, but like you know, I am. Maybe that's my
You're intellectual.
Yeah. So I think people can think that, and I don't know if people in my life now that I've met have gotten that impression. Maybe it just depends on what day they see me, honestly, because it's my mood.
I've had conversations with people who have expressed what their perception of me was before getting to know me. So the majority has perceived me as some sort of celebrity in the church.
She said they think I'm a celebrity.
No, in regards to like, oh, she serves in all these different capacities, and so it's like I don't think I'm gonna be able to relate with her, or you know, like I don't think she would like me.
So unrelatable.
Yeah, and so I'm just like, I'm the total opposite of that, and I think you know, getting to know certain people and them actually getting to see who I am at the core has changed that perception, of course. But I think like that is like the initial like, oh, it's like the unrelatability. Like she does a lot and she's like on this level, so like I don't think I'm gonna be able to like. I'm just like,
So like they think you're better than them.
I don't know if that's something I would say. I mean,
Hey.
not to say that
I was gonna say that. Living with.
No, not even. I'm not even like. I don't know if it's like be in the negative light or anything. I think that has to do with a lot of people's insecurities as well, and maybe not them knowing their own purpose or whatever, and they want to maybe serve in some certain capacity within the church, but they just don't know what to do or how to use their gifts. Does that make sense? I know you're looking confused.
So you make other people feel insecure?
That's not what I'm saying.
That's a stereotype.
I'm not saying you do that, but that's what they think,
That's
or that's what they
probably
feel, or
maybe.
or people will feel insecure because you do a lot.
That's probably what that's what it seems like when I ask people like what their first impression of me, or if they just decide to share their first impression of who I was outside of who the person that they came to know by getting time with me.
Once they got to know you,
They're like, oh, okay, well
It's kind of like how you would view a popular person, like, you know, like they're really good at all these things, and you can feel like, oh.
So I don't know. I guess in the capacity that I serve and the way that I am perceived on the outside can cause people not to, or maybe just intimidate people. Maybe.
Yeah.
And it's not my intention. It's like, hey, you talk to me, you ask me a question, I'm going to answer it, you know, to the best of my ability. So I don't want to ever make people feel like I'm better than them, because I am not at all. So
for me, I think I would say it's similar to like I guess the idea that either I'm ditzy or that like I get a lot like the flirty thing, like that I'm very flirtatious. The biggest one I think is that because I can be very like happy and go lucky, a lot of times like people can treat me as if I'm like their light, you know, like, or that they like if I'm not smiling or like, you know, bubbly or joyful, they're like, what's going on or what's wrong, and it makes me feel like I can't have layers to my personality. Like, oh, so I can't be sad sometimes, or like, oh, I can't be like, and like then it makes me feel like I'm letting people down if I'm like not
That's true.
super,
That's
hey.
true.
Then they're like, where's your smile? Or I don't know. So that's not.
I want to
me,
be
Delilah.
sad.
I'm like, I'm sad. I'm depressed out here. You know, I'm depressed out in these
You want me to
streets.
smile?
No.
I need a hug.
No, and so I think that's one of my biggest frustrations
That's
about
true.
stereotypes is that I'm always happy and always laughing and always
That's real.
smiling.
That's real.
Or ditzy or flirtatious. But sometimes I'm like, I'm just being friendly. What is one thing that you guys would share with younger ENFPs or people who are just out here in the ENFP?
Make Jesus Lord.
Okay, and the ENFP struggle. What you got for them? What you gonna tell them?
I have
Go.
something to say.
Tell them.
What is that, Keyasha?
Go, Key. It's a struggle.
No.
Just cry.
I think the whole Myers-Briggs test is good in terms of like helping you to understand yourself better, and even understand, your friends or people you have relationships with, but don't feel like it's this box that you have to be defined by. Like understand there's a lot of variability within each personality type, because even though all three of us are the same type, I think we're all very different because we vary in like how extroverted or how introverted and all these different things, and just personal experiences as well. What you're nurtured with and all that. So don't feel boxed in, by the type, and don't feel like you have to adhere to that.
Okay, Key.
Kind of similar to what Keyasha was saying, but I think also to not just feel like you have to be boxed in, but like being open to like whoever you're compatible with. Because I feel like a lot of people can like, oh well, if I'm an ENFP, I'm supposed to be compatible with this person, and if this person is not that, then that's not the person that I'm supposed to.
Yeah.
So I think even just like that, the breathability that she was saying, of like, even as we were going through each letter, it's like, oh, I feel like I'm this letter more so in this way, and this letter more so in that way. But I think also just being a disciple, I think that just changes because of just the convictions that you're building, the relationships that you're building as well. And then also too is just like that balance, like, because I'm an extremist, so I'm like, I'm either like I'm done or I'm like I'm all in. And so I think learning that balance of like even just taking care of myself spiritually and like pouring into others, spiritually as well, there's still a balance. Like I can't just be like out here, investing in so many different people and not taking the time to replenish because I'm just going to be drained. And then that leads to depression, or that leads to me just shutting down completely and just kind of like having an unhealthy isolation from people, and not just like an isolation to recharge. Because Jesus went away in isolation to have his time with God before he went on to the next thing. So I think isolation is important when it's healthy.
Right.
So it's not like so I think that like balance, have balance. Even if you're not a disciple of Christ or you haven't made Jesus Lord in your life, you can still come over here and get up in this good word. You feel me?
The word.
But even if that's something that you don't believe in or anything, it's still, I feel like balance is still key in life. Like as you're investing in different relationships or investing in different things, like making sure that you take the time to take care of yourself as well, because that's just as equally as important.
I think you can look at other people's traits and want to be that. Like I know there's definitely times where I'm like, oh, I wish I was more as outgoing as Delilah is, and I think you can get into this negative thought of like, oh, I don't like what I am, or I don't like that I'm more introverted, or I don't like this or that. And I think like God created you to be who you are. Like we're all unique. We all have different things we can bring to the table. Like don't just be looking at like other people and like all their positives, but like see what your own are and see like how it can be useful, to yourself, to other people. But like don't just spend your time, I guess, disliking or hating things that make you you.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, I think I was gonna say something along those lines. No, that's good. I think that like I hear a lot of people being like, I'm trying to turn into a J if I'm a P, or I'm trying to turn into a P if I'm a J. But I think what's cool is that like we each have like really special aspects of it, and each has strengths and weaknesses. So embrace your type, embrace like if you're an ENFP, be a proud ENFP, and find ways that like you can use those traits to strengthen. Be aware of your weaknesses so that you can work through them and work with them. But work with your strengths. Utilize those tools. If you are an outgoing extrovert, use it to change the world. If you are someone who is a perceiver and you like to go with the flow, go with all them current flows of the world. That's
Within
pretty
reason,
impressive.
though. Within reason.
Within reason.
You know,
I mean, like,
honestly,
yeah.
You
but
shouldn't just be doing whatever, but
if you are a feeling person, you use that to be all empathetic and help these people in this lifetime. All right, with that.
Talking about feelings, it's okay to feel.
Yes, embrace your feelings.
Your feelings are valid. Your feelings are
I'm like, yeah.
Your feelings are valid because even if they are draining, which they are, you know.
They're
but it's
valid.
like if you don't allow yourself to feel those things, like you're not able to really process through them.
You right.
But it's just when you it's when you allow, you know, your decisions to be made from those feelings without logic.
Yeah.
Cool. It's like, but yeah.
Yeah. And feeling, even if you feel bad things strongly, that also means you feel the good things strongly, and so
Feelings
the
are
world
valid.
is more colorful.
Yeah. Look
Yeah.
at that.
Mhm.
All right, angels of Abernathy. Guys, we're going to call it a wrap. Thank you, Key. Thank you, Mel, for hopping in here with me and
Of course.
representing the ENFP lifestyle out here on these YouTube streets. So
You
thank
have streets?
I think so.
Sidewalks too, bro.
Yeah, you better get out here. So thank you guys for watching. This is going to be a multiple part series. It's a part of the ENFP Ask series, but this will be broken up into different parts. So if you want to see more, click up here and you'll be able to check out some videos. If you want to see some other stuff, there will be something here, and subscribe down here, and you'll be able to watch more of this face and possibly these faces because I live with them and I like them a lot. So subscribe and press like and comment because we can start a conversation. Yes. And I'll see you guys next time when we make another video. Bye. You gotta keep it now.
No.
Bye.